with their Stop and Search project, in particular the Community Reference Group, which is in recognition both nationally and internationally for this fight. Iscre was invited to present a high-level European conference in Brussels with other race equality academics and practitioners. Equally encouraging was a decrease in the number of Stop and Search and the support from the community at these meetings. However, since writing this report, we have learned that the funding has been pulled. I am concerned as to the effect this would have on the community. This group, from the first time ever in Suffolk, provided a forum where the community could have a direct and positive impact on how they are policed. We have seen the results of this through the decrease in the number of Stop and Search. But it is important to comment that the Suffolk disproportionality in black searches was the 7th highest in the country. Now I'm saddened by the decision to pull the funding, as it sends a message, in my view, to the race equality is no longer a priority for the police.
I am appalled at the lack of investment in Suffolk's black and minority voluntary community groups and their particular fragile nature. Why do groups like One Voice or Travellers, who sadly can't be here tonight, for example, despite real skills around elimination of violence, working in health, continue to remain unfunded on a strategic level? Why is the Indian Association perhaps still struggling to exist? And why was there not something else to take the place of the Ipswich Caribbean Association? You know, this is a legacy, in my view, of indifference around race. I believe, and I think it's really great that Borough districts have come and statutory sector partners have come, but we need to see less festivals and investment in festivals organised by statutory sector and more proper investment into BME groups and individuals to allow them to deliver and shape the services that they know are required. I see real opportunities with the political climate that we face at the moment, as well as real threats. Our casework, Hannah was referred to, we had 158 clients. Only 94 of those clients were Ipswich-based, so quite a significant 64 people were from outside of Ipswich. We've talked about the lack of support from district councils, and I hope this evidence of need will lead to a greater partnership working between us. I think it's really important that Audrey Ludwig, who's our casework manager, who many of you know, that 158 was dealt with largely by Audrey, single-handed, because there were some funding uncertainties. And I think that she tapped into volunteering opportunities and brought in 1,400 volunteer hours, many of them qualified legal volunteer hours, in order to deliver that service. So it's a testimony to Audrey tonight. But also managing volunteering on that scale for an organisation the size of Iscre is not insignificant. It's core to what we do, but it has to be delivered within infrastructure, policies, training and skills to deliver it. So again, it's not just about the direct frontline stuff that Audrey does, but the team behind it, the paralegal Lisa Evelyn and Louise Gooch, who sadly left us, and Maria Mugal, our office manager, you know, who all make it happen.
The Memorandum of Understanding is a partnership document which sets out the commitments of those statutory obligations under the Crime and Disorder Act, commitments of those with statutory obligations under the Crime and Disorder Act, such as the police, borough and district councils. Also, and importantly, the role of voluntary sector partners such as Iscre, Age Concern, Optua. This fits with the current evolving issues to local communities' political agenda. Reported hate crimes continue to be on the increase in Suffolk. From August 2009 to September 2010, a total of 668 hate crimes have been reported in Suffolk. Many of these crimes are physical attacks or criminal damage. This wider service is about addressing the blight of hatred simply because of difference from Suffolk and the wider society. The service is already in existence. This Memorandum of Understanding sets out the roles and commitments of all partners. It was felt important to launch it here tonight, as Iscre was involved many years ago in the establishment of the Racial Harassment Initiative. A few copies are available here tonight. I know that Ben is committed to supporting this vital work over the coming years. Much has been achieved in recent times to address these issues. However, there is still much to be done. I believe that through continued cooperation, we can continue to maintain the momentum necessary to achieve our common goals. Thank you very much.
You have great value in this community, in this society, and your success is everyone's success. You see right there. But what I like about this gathering is that the articulation, the clarion call for equality is not just coming from people of my colour skin. I'm encouraged that you have somebody like Jane who is on the front line of social justice. What she is in effect saying to all our communities, that your struggle, my sister, is my struggle. You see right there? Mine is yours and yours is mine. And we cannot be divided. Today it might be the Muslim community that is under attack from wretched Islamophobia. But tomorrow it's the Romani community as an organisation, as individuals, as a community. You'll be faced with some tough challenges. No doubt you've already been hit by the recession from 2008. Now the cuts are coming. And I would implore you, as a community that stands shoulder to shoulder, black and white, young and old, I would implore you not to get angry. Not even to get mad, but to get smart. You've got to fight your corner. You've got to be able to stealth-like survive, hold the line, and ensure that the ideals of race equality that are, it seems to me, in all of your DNA, live to fight another day. And so when the cuts come, you will still survive. Don't go down without a fight in the first place. You know, you need your equality impact assessments. If you haven't got them, I'll give them to you. You hold your local authorities to account. If they cut your budgets, you want to know why. It's about being smart. But in that smartness, you'll say, who's on the front line? Who's going to get it first? Is it the Romani community? Well, we'll marshal our troops to support them. Is it the Muslim community? We'll support them too. Is it the African and Caribbean? Where's the African and Caribbean society? If we can't get money from over here, we'll get money from over there. If we can't get money from over there, we'll get money from our own pockets to ensure these institutions, to ensure our legacy continues. Because, you know, often when these organizations go, it's very difficult to get them back. You know that. So it really is a time in which you've got to come together. You know, I know what the small RECs are like. I hope you've relinquished the infighting long ago. Who's going to be on the top table? You're all on the top table. I see myself as a campaigner. I need you to see yourselves as warriors. Warriors for change. Warriors for justice. Warriors that will be a beacon to the forthcoming generations. And you will say, you did your bit. You got young people in high office. You held on to the institutions. And you were a beacon went way beyond Suffolk. You know, I often feel, and I'm going to wind up now, I know Emma's giving me the nod to wind up. You want to see more dancing and have some more food, that's fair enough. But what I sense here, with you good men and women, is something that I haven't sensed since Barack Obama won the presidential election. That feeling that when people together can move mountains. Somebody said to me the other day, why do you think Obama won against Hillary Clinton? Hillary Clinton's a good woman. Maybe it was her destiny. She'd have certainly made history as the first female president. What was the difference between these two great politicians? My gut feeling was this, that although Clinton was a very good politician, it seemed to me that she was asking America for a vote, to vote for her. In contrast, it seemed to me that Barack Obama was not asking America for their vote, but for something much more profound. He was asking of them to be the best they could be. And by being the best they could be, all America would be healed. All America would be helped. Now, we know it's still got a long way to go. But it was a change. And I think in your small way, don't belittle this, I think in your small way, you're doing that here. You're asking people of Suffolk to be the very best they can be, to care for one another, to support each other. And in doing so, I hope you feel that you're doing something very special. Thank you all very much.
Brothers and sisters, join me in this prayer for humanity. Let not our differences create animosity. In a world of illusion, let us see the reality that this life is short, there's no truth like mortality. Let us celebrate our differences and enjoy each other's company. Let us create a peaceful and harmonious society, where it's safe to grow up with our friends and our family, where we educate each other and don't fear for our security. I pray that we're blessed with peace, sense and clarity, and hope that we're given the means to give charity, to help our brothers and our sisters in poverty. And may every second, minute, hour be lived out happily. Join me in expressing the necessity for equality, not judging by appearance, but actions, character, dignity. I am and I will be eternally your sister in Islam, your sister in humanity.
കവിത പാടും